subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Tonight, oh yeah, I forgot to post it. We have a audio from this is going to SoundCloud. That's for discovery purposes. I'll post a link in a future video to. So if you want to hear the audio, go to SoundCloud, search Ivan Teller. You should be able to find me. So instead of having taken the bandwidth from your phone and whatever, sometimes the audio is easier. So I'll be publicizing that a little bit better. And there's let's see if I can work this right. And no, I can't. I'm going to show something that's in the works. I have t-shirts we're working on. Finally, I figured out how to do it. And I wanted to give an idea of what one of them might look like, will look like. I wasn't expecting it to have my name written all over it, but that looks cool. Of course, we'll start with a gray, of course. So just to give you an idea of what's coming. That'll be posted eventually. So I thought that was cool. So, alright, let's see, Annunaki, SHA, I think is going to come through for a little bit. She can answer your infusions and all that. She's about first contact and things of that sort. SHA and a being from Agartha and a Zeta Gray that is, well, we'll see how it goes. So, thank you all for joining us, and can't think of anything else. So, alright, I'll be doing meditation and see you in about 2 hours. So, blessings all, and see you later. I am SHA. This is a time of reflection. This is a time of healing as your earth goes into an awakening like never seen before. Those that do not know me, I am a hybrid reptilian humanoid from another one of your Earths. I am here to bring you knowledge and updates of your ascension. There is movement, yes, in your Americas, in your Russia, in your India, in your China, of the explorations on your moon more than normal. There is movement there to take it over. That is not possible. But you realize those that control the moon control your Earth. But that is not going to happen. But there are beings that try to do this on a regular basis. Not part of your government, but beings that realize your Earth is going into a new stage, a state of mind, a new direction. And this is vital. So many beings that do not want you to ascend are making poor choices, as we see. There is no worries. Your Earth is going into a new era to fully know itself. It is going into a remembrance at this time. Our ships, which are many, we do travel throughout different versions of Earth. This is why it's so easy for us to connect to this one. We are ascended into a 4th, 5th density level. And now we are here to help you ascend, which is very vital to your expansion. Is many things have been done here. It does not need to be. Many soul contracts have been fulfilled. Those of you who are aware of these new energies, this alien information, have altered your contracts to allow more information to flow in. And more will over time. It will not be fast, it will take time, but many of you that you always have a choice to be awakened to our energies or to be closed off to it. That is fine. But many of you that are open to our knowledge of us, you will be receiving more information over time to know more about yourself and your planet as it goes into, in somewhat, a weather pattern that is not usual because of the energy switch that is going to happen. But nothing that is severe. Your summers might last longer, your winters might start sooner. They will be more unusual than normal. Your hurricanes, at this time, you do not see them fully active. And around your Japan area, there are areas where they will be active. But around your Gulf Coast, it is going to be calmer than usual, at least at this moment. Of course, this is not your season for this, but at this moment, we feel it would be calmer than normal during your hurricane season. But then again, during your October, it might get a little bit frenzy in certain areas, but nothing to be concerned about at this time. At this time, your September is a turning point, but there's much there that can't be mentioned. Your elections will do what they do normally, blindside your human collective more. But we do realize that many that are following this trend, these politicians, will slowly realize that there's more going on than what they're being told, and see the lies that are going through your politicians' words that are being sent to you. This will be known over time, where many are going to give up on politics, at least watching it. And more will continue to follow that trend over time. This is essential to your ascension process. Are there questions?
Yes, there are. Christy has the first question.
Yes.
Yes, Shaw. I was wondering if I could get a download from you or your race on doing the galactic scripts or languages, or sending healing, anything like that for humanity, anything that will assist humanity.
Yes, I can send you reptilian scripts, information, languages. This is a different type of reptilian energy that you probably won't be used to, but it is an unlocking tool for others.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, next question we have is from Amy. She wants to know, I was told I have a reptilian hybrid child. Do any of them have messages?
Not at this time. There are others that do have messages, but they are not making themselves known at this time.
Okay, next question is from Fun.
Hi, SHA. Thanks for coming by.
Yes.
So, is it right that you're reptilian or are you Annunaki?
Reptilian, not Annunaki.
Thank you. What role does the moon play in relation to the Earth for control?
Many, as I said, those that control your moon control your planet.
Right.
It is gold, you can say extraterrestrial gold. Many reptilians in your past have learned how to capture it. In that way, they can force upon ideas onto your planet without you even knowing it. They can just brainwash the population by not using certain technologies that can be sent to the moon, using the moon's vibration onto the human collective.
Okay.
There are other methods of that.
Okay, I have another question. A few months ago, I encountered a lot of humans and I saw slits in their eyes, and
Yes.
that happened very frequently, to a degree where I thought I would almost be the last human being on Earth. It was extremely strange. I just wonder if you could tell me anything about that or the purpose of that.
Those are reptilian hybrids. They are not aware of there's a course in their life, some rage that is building up, a discomfort within them that is making them shift in that way. This is unstoppable on their side. They are not aware of showing their true colors. Some of them are not negative, but some of them are. But there's a discomfort there that activates the reptilian energy that is currently happening with them at this time.
All right, so okay, thank you.
In your area, we believe you will see more of this. This is, at least in your perception, you will run into more, we believe.
All right, thank you. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, Freddie, you're next.
Yeah, I'd also like to get your galactic script language download if possible.
Yes, we will do that for you.
Yeah. And apparently I got Pleiadians following me since I'm a child. I'd like to see if there's names and if they have message.
One moment. There's a Pleiadian by the name of Emmerich. This is the one that they feel that you need to know the most. A close relative from a past life. The other two are staying anonymous at this time. And you were looking for messages?
Yes.
Obviously, they're assisting you throughout your life. They are protectors, healers, healing much of what life has served to you, healing many words that did not need to be said. They say at times they take you to their ships, but maybe I not be remembering these things, but they take you to your ships constantly, sometimes once a week. But in astral, you're doing many other things, but they are not going into that. They are being secretive of why they are. One moment. They have many communications with the Zetas, but in a positive way. They are uniting different species at this time. This is something that you want. You're connected to different species also. Many of you, all of you are, I should say. And these species that they are connecting to, you can say connecting to your energies is helping connecting to them, these other species, because these are species that there's different types of Palladians, different types of Zetas that aren't always in the public domain. And some species, these Palladians have had difficulties with, and your assistance is helping them bring an alliance together that's heal many wounds. There is more, but that is what they are giving you right now. There's always more.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Carolina, you're next.
Hello, SHA.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I just have a general question first.
Yes.
I'm curious about hybrid, especially the ones that have human DNA.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could explain whether they live in a fifth dimension or fourth dimension, and how can they live like that if they have the human DNA?
It has evolved. Well, they were born in a fourth dimension, fifth dimension. It depends on the species. The DNA that they are infused in, you could say, there's different words for that. The DNA, the human DNA, is the type of DNA that can go throughout different dimensions. You are interdimensional beings. So there's different types of DNA of human that they can extract. You can say the good DNA if you want to say that. The DNA that it is like rubber. It can go in through different dimensions. It can be third dimension, fourth dimension, sixth dimension, and so on. So it can be easily woven into different dimensional beings, mostly fourth dimensional and fifth dimensional. But they can also, these hybrids can go into third density easily, just like any other species, if they choose to do so.
Oh, that's nice to know. Thank you so much. I have a couple of personal questions, if I could.
Yes.
The first one is, would you be able to tell me whether you knew any of my parallel or future lives?
Not at this time. There is a parallel. There is another aspect of you
Okay.
that I have run across, but not very close with at this time.
Oh,
But there's different aspects of you on different Earths at this time.
Oh, I see. Okay. Do you have any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, but not at this time. They I would ask that to another being that will come through this one eventually. There's not at this time.
Okay, no problem. Thanks. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right. Next question is from Michelle Y. She wants to know. She wants to understand the difference between the high energy times and the lack of obvious energetic feelings at times. It feels less special, however, I suspect it's integration. Any information would be appreciated on the best way to sit with the feelings or lack thereof.
One moment. Not saying this will answer your question, but to appreciate the time that you have here on this earth, appreciate all living things will bring much assistance to you over time to understand your existence, to unlock your talents. Also, appreciation is a very strong word and not utilized enough in this density. Appreciation will assist you in moving you into higher realms in this world. You're just putting that vibration out. Not saying that will entirely answer your question, but this is what came through. That's all I have.
Okay, next question I have is from Miguel. He wants to know if he has a canine companion. His name was Russian. Can you tell me where he is and how he's doing?
I believe he's in spirit. At least I judge you by the energies at this time. Doing well in the gardens of spirit is what I pick up. Connecting to your planet Pluto. Yes. One moment. Yes, he's connecting to different planets in the star system. Because he has many past lives within these worlds here in this galaxy. And he's rediscovering his roots. That is all. Thank you.
Okay, he also wants to know if he has a connection with you and if there's any messages for him.
Yes. I don't know if I talked to him before, but yes, we do have other lifetimes, reptilian lifetimes, Palladian lifetimes. It is not at this time going into details, no need for that, but many lifetimes, gentle lifetimes, I should say. Mostly in the Pleiades. Thank you.
Okay, the next question I have is from Ryan. He wants to know if someone can take him to the Crux planet.
One moment. I believe you've been there many times. When you say you're trying to go there, you've been already there. I believe recently this month, which is not very long in its duration, I do not believe. So you've been there recently, just do not remember. Your connection to them is very high, obviously. Sometimes it disrupts your ideas, your mannerisms, because you're going by how they act. You're doing what they do, which others might feel discomforting at times. But you are being who you are, and some that are trying to understand it will not understand it more. Your connection to the canines is very deep, that is for sure. You can say your connection with a crux is damaging your canine past lives, because the crux were very demanding on the spirit that it was incarnated with them. Sometimes it would dry up the resources, and sometimes, in some cases, make you mad. Especially when you remember those lifetimes in a human body, sometimes the transition isn't all that comforting. Yes, I went a lot of ways with that, but I had to get that out. Thank you for that question.
Okay, next question is from Fun.
Hello, SHA again.
Yes.
Can you elaborate a bit about how you managed to switch to other realities? And is it really a parallel version of Earth, or is it involved with the future in any way, or how do you do that?
It is another Earth that you call your future Earth. It is not this future. This is not this Earth's future. This is another Earth. There are many Earths. Parallel Earths is one way of saying it. There are many Earths that you will eventually be able to connect to simultaneously. It takes time to reach that point. It is not needed at this time, but these planets will, the information will assist you as we are connecting with you now. To connect to your Earth is not, see, we are in a higher density, so we can connect to different Earths, such as connecting to different timelines very easily now. Or because your dimension is so thick, you can say, it is intense.
Okay.
So that's why it feels like it's unbelievable here. But for us, it's very simple.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, next question is from MT Phillips. She wants to know, can I find out about my reptilian past? Yeah.
Fascinating. At this time, they are keeping much of that quiet. There's reasons for this. There is. It is not like it's being kept away for reasons, because you have to go through certain lessons at this time. I believe you have some idea of your reptilian lifetimes. There's many lessons that must be learned at this time before you can have that information. You will understand it because there's certain situations there that will make sense. It's like 6 months from now, say, I'm glad I didn't know about that. Now, it's like you're putting a puzzle together, and some of the pieces need not to be known at this time, but once you will be able to connect the dots to certain situations in your life. I can give you a general idea of your past lives, but I'm being told to just hold off for a moment. I believe in 6 months it will open up eventually. Thank you.
Okay, she also wants to know, have I had other lives with my friend Kathleen?
Yes, Palladian and Arcturian, yes.
Okay, next question is from Cheryl. She wants to know how your society is structured.
To go into detail, it is much simpler. Our reality is not as intense as yours. It is a easier Earth. Yours is like a 10.10 hard ass, as you can say, in your planet. Ours is like a 7 or a 6. It is not as heavy in its intensity, as negative as it is in your dimension. Your dimension is a wild card. This world, this version of Earth. And there are others that are actually harder than this one. But this one is hard enough. This one actually pulls from that one to make this one even harder. It's like, we're not being tested enough. Why don't we just throw in some more? But our society is simpler. Our governments are more friendlier and loving. It wasn't always like this. There was always disagreements. We had more Pleiadian energies in our world. And in our planet, that helped out very much. Much of us already knew about extraterrestrials, but it was more of a kindness. We were not told that they were about to destroy us like you were told on your planet. We were told, as a myth for a long time, that they were not saving us, but keeping our Earth healthy. And there were, you can say, salting disease, keep living with nature, assisting with our growth. We knew about them. It was in our culture to know of extraterrestrials, but we did not fully know them. Here is like, if you hear of an extraterrestrial, you are seen as crazy or insane. In our culture, it was more like we knew about them, but did not really understand them. So over time, their energies grew more abundant. We did not have the wars you have on your planet. We did not have this complexity. Yes, we had it easier, unfortunately. Fortunate for us. But now we have the tools to understand your planet, because there are different aspects of us in your dimension. So we are speaking to ourselves at this time to assist. The reason I am here is because this is an open channel to connect to you, to give you the right tools. And if you're looking for tools, just keep an open mind and your heart in the right place. Fill yourself with love. Yes, that is difficult, especially around difficult people. But even them, it's all in how you look at it. It is not easy to do so, but to share love to them, even when it feels like impossible at times. Especially your politicians who don't have you in their best interest at this time, and never do, because that's not what they're there for. Yes, go ahead, please. Thank you for that.
All right, I'm going to do some of the member questions now. First one's from Crystal Eve. They want to know, what are the breeds of the canine races that are around me?
One moment. One is your Doberman. Your poodle race. There's actually quite a few of those around you at this time. Yes, they're all dolled up. One moment. Oh, your names of these animals. The one with the squished face. I do not have the name of that one. The hot dog looking one with the squished face. That one. I believe you know what I'm talking about. I do not have the name of that species. That is all I have at this moment. That will give you an idea of what's around you.
Okay, the next person has a few questions. Their name is LV97. They want to know, what are some of my past parallel in future lives. They want to know if they were royalty or historically significant.
Past lives, yes. You had many king lifetimes on this dimension, this planet. Mostly on this planet, but not of kings of... They were in history, but not your major history. But you can look them up. Within your France and Ireland kings, I don't have this exact time frames of them. Between the 17 and 1500s. Definitely the 1600s. Yes, actually had 2 lifetimes going at once. You were a king, but you were also had another aspect of you where your, I believe, loved one, your wife. One moment. Was not an aspect of you, but was a child of your aspect. So you are, yes, I will leave you with that.
Okay, they also want to know how old or young their soul is, like approximately how many lifetimes.
Oh, on this planet, I'm not giving an exact number, 50 to 100 lifetimes, but understand you had many thousands, millions of lifetimes before this one. All of you have. This one, but not all, but those here, yes. Those here, yes. This one, yes. But that's not always the case, because there's always souls being created, but in this case, those here and that one, many lifetimes, many different universes. You can go on and on and on with that, but that is not what I'm here to do. But I'll give you an idea. You're forever. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, they have a few more questions real quick.
Yeah.
What are the names of the entities around me, and what do they think of me?
This is the same person, correct?
Yes, yes.
This is Mantis, Zeta Gray, and Palladian. 2 Palladians, 2 males, but they're connected to a female that is not there at the time. What do they think of you? They think of you're going into an abundance of yourself at this time. You're going to love yourself. This is not easy for you, but you're going into a phase of loving yourself. And more is coming in.
Okay, they also want to know if they were ever to the colonies, human colonies.
Oh, yes, I can connect to that. One moment. 5 to 6 times. I believe they have a weightlifting room or a health room. Colony, the health colony, many times there. Many times to your telepathy. 1 time, I believe, to your channeling therapy. That one's going to take some time because you're not ready for it this time. But you are going through many phases of your spiritual growth.
Okay, and their final question is, do you have any messages for them?
Your Gerfigneer, interesting. They have messages for you. That you're going through... A moment. Your health is improving. At least your spiritual health is improving. Your intergalactic self. You're becoming more of a galactic being, meaning you're getting in touch more to your alien side. And in that regard, you are more open to alien energies. And that assists you with your ascension, and it helps you here with humanity, even if sometimes it feels like it doesn't. It makes you more distant from humanity. But that is, it might feel like that for some time, but not always. It will not continue to stay there. It will... You will ascend properly Yes, the message is that you will ascend well during this duration. Your eyes will be open more and more instead where some will close more and more. Yours will continue to open. We do not see you going backward on that. That is all.
Okay, my name's Joe. I have a question.
Yes.
I'd like to know if I have any connection to you or I've ever been to your ships.
Yes, you have been to our ships.
What was the purpose?
One moment. To know about your ascension. To know why are you going through all of this. Your astral self, your other self, your true self, you should say, is there all the time. It's like I have to go back to be a human to be tortured to death at times. There are times when you tried not to go back into your human body, but of course you had no choice. This is your part of your soul growth. You have much here to learn, so you had no choice to come back. You can say you visit us in some ways as a scapegoat not to come back to this planet. But there's other things I cannot go into. There's much I cannot go into, actually. But you are ascending well. You are letting go of many things that have been burdening you for a long time. You're going into a new direction. Understand that those that you have dealt with in your past, government agencies, Illuminati, you mentioned, yes, I've heard that. You are improving from their events that they caused around you. You're moving into a lighter being. You're going in a more positive direction. They do not like that. Meaning their attempts failed. So you're turning yourself around after the events. And they did not think that would happen.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's encouraging.
Yes, it should be. They're not pleased, but you are learning more about them than you realize. There's so much there that you aren't fully aware of, but you can say you know some of their secrets that they wish not to know. But you do not remember them, but you do know them. How can you do that?
Okay, thank you. Next question is from Miguel. He wants to know if he's connected to the colonies.
Yes, but briefly. Still new. Exploring at this time. That is all I have for that.
Okay, Son Hugh Lamson has next question.
Hi.
Yes.
Could you tell me about the entities around me at this time, and do they have a message for me?
Yes, there are 3 Pleiadians around you at this time. Very kind. You are part of their collective. They're very protective of you. Messages are they send you light of the sun. They send you had lifetimes within different suns, sun being. These lifetimes were many to keep many suns alive for solar systems to exist. Realize the sun, as your moon, is a target for certain species. So you are there as a protector through many lifetimes. And these Pleiadians that you are around, you help them. You protected them through lifetimes. Because you're more advanced than you realize in this lifetime. You can tap into Mother Earth energies. You can do this now. Understand the sun of this galaxy and other suns. I believe you can connect. This is your message to you. This is something that might not be easy to do on the level of spirituality you are on, but you can connect to different suns in different universes for that matter. As for why, there's reasons that are not needed in this dimension.
Okay.
That is all I have.
I have one more question. I had Reiki attunement about a week ago, and when the practitioner's hand was on my either first or second chakra, I felt her moving.
Yes.
I felt her hands and shoulder and her body moving, but at the end of the session, she told me that she was very still. So what did I feel?
You felt her energy. Her energy was moving. You felt the flow. It felt like she was moving, but it was just the healing that was, as I said, you can tap into certain energies that others cannot tap into. This is part of the sun energy I mentioned. But you're just tapping into her movement, her fourth density spirit that she is. That moved. Her physical did not move, but her spiritual did move. This is what you're picking up on.
Okay. Okay, that's all the questions I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Much love.
Thank you.
Okay, there's some questions here in the experimental chat box. From Kathleen Marsh. She says, I have asked, I think she means Pleiadians, if I could join them on their ship so that I may get to know them better, as well as the opportunity to know myself. I told them where I live and haven't been demanding. I don't understand why I can't join them on their ship.
You just don't remember. You have been. It's just they are wiping your memory. For good reason. Because realize this. I don't think you'd want to come back. There'd be a part of you that would rather stay there. Of course, you do have family and things of that sort here. I believe so. But the chance of you wanting to come back become harder and harder because it is a place of happiness, and this world is quite the opposite in some regard, isn't it? That's all I have.
Okay, she also wants to know, she was told she has many angels around her. Is that true?
Of course. All of you do. Michael and Raphael are the strongest ones.
Okay, and the last question she has, I was told that I have these beings that have dark skin. Do you know who these beings are and where they're from?
One moment. These are an experimental species from the Zeta Greys, but these are not Zetas. I do not have the name. They do not have a name. It's an experimental species. Not very many of them within the species. The interdimensional beings, of course, in fifth density. They are very telepathic, as most. Somewhat reptilian. But at this time, they seem very quiet and patient. They are learning at this time, and you are their teacher. This is what they say.
Okay, next question is from Shao. She wants to know what's her connection to you, I think is what she wants to know.
Oh, yes. Many connections, many past lives. At one time, I was her spirit guide. But this was ages ago. This was ancient ago, during a Pleiadian lifetime. This is why our names are somewhat similar. There's more reasons for that. Many lifetimes in Sirius. At one time, I was a Syrian queen at one time, but she was very close to me like a sister. But at this time, I still carry that around, but not in the way you do on your planet. Everything is done so much different on different worlds.
Okay, and she has one last question. When would her major transitioning period happen?
September, between September and the end of October at this time. Is not for certain at this time, of the exact time.
Okay, Chris, you're next.
I'm gonna wait for like questions on fusions and stuff, but if there's any like positive messages that you can give me, that would be good. With only the positive nature.
One moment. Yes, your guides say they're being patient with you as you go through this phase. They are watching you carefully because that's what they do. But they are not putting a burden over you. They're letting you do your thing. Let you live your life. They only where they put pressure on in certain areas where they say you may not want to go in that direction or open that door or things of that sort. But this is very seldom when they do this. They're very quiet in their messages. But you hear them well. And they thank you for that.
Would it be, should I wait for another entity to ask about infusions?
Whatever you feel.
I feel I should wait until the third entity comes through.
That is fine.
Thank you. And thank you to my guides.
Okay, Fun, you're next.
Hello, SHA again. In the beginning, I think you mentioned the inner Earth. I always isn't that right? Did you mention that? Inner Earth?
Yes, I believe so.
I always confuse.
Yes.
All right, because when you type that in Google, it shows you the picture of the hollow Earth, and I don't know, is there a difference between these two?
Your Gartha is another dimension.
Right.
Is where our elementals are. Your hollow Earth is just a third density way of looking at things.
Right. Okay.
So Agartha is very alive and well, just like your dimension here. A little bit more peaceful.
Okay. One more thing. I was told I had Pleiadian and Reptilian lifetimes. Can you tell me how to, I don't know, how to utilize them, or if I had other lifetimes that are important for this one or something?
Palladian tools will come through. to connect to your other lifetimes. Your other plane aspects will assist you in unlocking your other lifetimes. They are being gentle with you at this time, but they will let you know more about who you are.
Okay.
I believe in the coming days, such as visions and ideas, mostly ideas of who you are. You would think you're just coming up with these things, but they're telling you of your lifetimes. This is what they're saying to me, at least.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's one more question from Ryan again. He wants to know if there's any cruxes near him.
3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any more questions.
That is okay. I will be going now. Blessings to you all. You are all ascending well. There is information for your society. It's just not ready. Your society is not ready for it yet. We will convey another time. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you. We are here now. Thank you for letting us connect with you. We are still understanding this. So, we are the Annunaki. You can call. You can call me March. We are gentle, just so you know. Yes, we might seem to be a little bit overbearing in your past, and that will continue, but not all of us are like that. We are your galactic weird, as some will say. Our way of doing things and saying things is a mixture of all species. We're here to better your species, and we did that sometimes without even trying, apparently. You were tricked into helping you ascend even more to improve your... Yes, the human body is quite advanced, more advanced than most species. We take credit for it, but we don't even understand. Sometimes we don't do that. We are thanking you for us to connect with you. We are part of your Mars project, your Earth project, assisting your humanity in certain projects to connect to other galaxies, trying to make sure humans don't harm anyone. As you know how that goes. You asked for us. What is your questions here, please?
Okay, Brian, you're first.
Hello there. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
This is Brian. Greetings, my friends. My first question would be, what is for the infusion, what would a human gain by an infusion with Annunaki DNA at this time, in this stage of reality?
Some of it might drive you mad because we are a mixture of so many different species at this time. But you are very Annunaki as it is, and much of that has not been fully activated. But you are on your way for it being activated. This is coming. So you already have these infusions, you just haven't been turned on yet in many respects. Many species do not understand that because they'd rather not.
Is it almost like being a superhuman?
Yes.
So this is where the humanity is evolving to. Is
you are
new
correct.
Super race. With many, we have also in our DNA all these different races, but we're really. It almost seems like we're really bringing, expanding this, activating this DNA. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes,
it's been dormant for so long.
Yes. Yes, you're doing this now. Realize this, when you fully activate yourselves, which you're far from it at this time, when you fully do it, mostly in a fourth density reality, because in this third density you will not be able to handle our infusions, but in a fourth density reality, you will become faster than you. I mean, you're going to be pretty fast and active as it is, but with Annunaki infusions, you will be even quicker than you are now. That's for sure.
Does also the benefits of the DNA with Annunaki mixture? Is there like what you call teleportation like natural teleportation that comes with that? To be able, I've heard Annunaki can do that. They can teleport.
For some, yes. Yes, it depends on where you are spiritually, yes.
Wow.
But also, you can take reptilian DNA. They don't like to hear this. But you can use that and infuse it. So like doing a chemical work. And you can say injecting yourself, and you will become able to teleport even better. Sometimes the teleportation it can act up on you. But some can do it without any problems, but others do not have the right DNA levels. But you can work on that, and yes, you can. Yes. And human is so Annunaki that other species rather not talk about it. More than you realize. Yes, when you talk about, I mean, you're basically, some will say Annunaki Earth human is not, because much of our DNA was used on humans that we weren't aware of what we were doing. We were trying to enslave the human race. Instead, we improved the human race more than we realized, more than ever we thought we would ever do. We weren't even knew we were capable of doing that.
So tell me this then: even though you guys or the ancient ones weren't aware at the time,
yes,
but the angelic, someone knew the overall plan,
and they did not say anything.
Ah.
They were watching. Arcturians knew about it. Other species knew about it, but they did not say anything.
they wanted to see the experiment. They wanted to see the full conclusion.
Correct.
I understand. I have Logan, my son, would like to ask one question.
Yes.
Hello. It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
I would like to know how to, quote unquote, link my dreams with other people so I could go into their dreams and either like talk to them and stuff.
At this time, you can do this with telepathy, which you do but not aware of it fully. The dreams, yes, that is very advanced thinking. We believe you can do this, and we do not believe that you're at that level yet. But we do see you are heading that direction. I would work on telepathy at this time, and the dream messages will follow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. We pass it to another.
Thank you. Blessings to you.
Okay, my name's Joe. I have a few questions for you. I've never spoken to your race before, but I know you guys watch me. I want to know what your...
I do not, but some do, yes.
I'd like to know my connection with the Anunnaki.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure.
There, some of it was quite pleasant, and others were quite, well, pleasant also, but others did not see it as pleasant, such as using our high mind, our, well, not high mind, but our high, we are an evolved species. We feel like sometimes we are better than most species. And in doing so, just like your reptilians, you know who I'm talking about, all of them, basically. Of course, we have some reptilian, but we feel like we are superior to them. Where we would, how do I word this? Put our, how we operate, how we mix things up on different planets, such as try to make them our own. You were part of this. On reptilian worlds, we tried this. On human worlds, we try this all the time. Not to infuse humans with our DNA, but to move the species off the planet and take it over for ourselves. We did much of this, but not always. But you're a part of that. At one time, we were involved with the Greys, improving their species with infusions. Some of them that did not always go too well. This is where you get your tall Greys. Many of them come from our DNA. Not all, but some. There's a certain species that is very Annunaki at this time. I believe they have connected to our planet at this time. They can be really reckless. We do not get along with them anymore. But with your lifetime with us, you spent many times with DNA to improve species, to build, as you are well known how most species do. They create. You are part of those projects on your Earth. Yes, you had many Anunnaki lifetimes on this planet during ancient times, and understand that some of your hard-headedness went into your other lifetimes. Your little thing with Christ, you've had many lifetimes here as a warmonger. I believe you are aware of this in some regard. If not, now you know. Much of that is Anunnaki ego. That's what would do quite a long time. It is now cooling down because you're becoming more sympathetic or just more kinder to others. It wasn't always the case, wasn't it? Why should it be the case? We are Annunaki. We are superior. Why bother?
I understand.
Yes. We do not think like this. We have learned from our mistakes, that is for sure.
Oh, thank you. I know where that comes from now. So, do I have any of your DNA currently?
Everyone does. One moment. Everyone has different percentages of us. But you're all us. As we take credit for you, Palladians do, you are more Annunaki than you are Palladian, that is for sure. That's what makes this place so fascinating. But your DNA levels, one moment. Judging by what I pick is around 40% at this time, which is pretty high. That fluctuates. But usually it can go to 100%, depending on the human. Sometimes it dilutes. But still there.
So if I would want to come to your ships, what would happen? Would I be harmed or try to be manipulated? No? I would remain with free will?
We have learned from that. I am not one of those that do that. Those will not connect. Those cannot be channeled if they wanted to be. They are impossible to deal with, just like your reptilians. At least the ones that are negative. No, that is up to you to visit us. That is fine with us. Don't feel obligated, but we are welcoming you to our family.
Well, thank you for answering my questions. The next question we have is from Carolina.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Carolina.
Yes.
I would like to ask for your help, please.
Yes.
My brother, his name is Heman. He's in Colombia, South America at the moment. He's addicted to drugs, and he's in an extremely bad state at the moment. I want to ask for your help to see if he can. I don't know if you could do anything, can help him in any way, send him some healing.
We recommend many not reptilians. Palladian energies, we will send him healing. Much Palladian assistance will do him good. He is remembering, from what I gather, many of his past lives. He's not understanding it. He's reliving some of these past lives. Much hurt in his past lives. He is living at this time. Pain there. We will send him energies of healing. The Palladians will become more active around him. But of course it is his choice to do what he wants. But I feel like for a time being he will feel more human, more kinder. Where he's not disrupting others' lives and himself. But yes, there's much help that he needs, but we feel like he'll be easier to talk to.
Yeah.
In the next couple of days, he'll simmer down a little bit, we believe.
Thank you, much appreciated. Also, it's my understanding that human DNA can help other species, let's say, medicinal purposes. Is that true?
Yes, it is true.
I would like to donate my DNA for that reason.
Yes.
So you know.
We don't have the restriction there. Your Palladians will assist you. They thank you. They
Okay.
are monitoring this communication to make sure you're welcome.
Thank you. And lastly, I would like to visit your ship as well, if I can.
We will be kind. Don't worry. We are being. The Palladians, as I mentioned before, are around us, making sure that we are behaving.
Okay.
So, it is all well. We have a good alliance with all species, not all Annunaki, but we do. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Fun, you're next.
Hello. I didn't quite get in what density you're at, or can you give us some background on your physicality?
That's right. I did not mention that, did I? I am in a 8th density. Excuse me. That's wrong. 8 feet tall Annunaki, sometimes 9, depending on how I feel. We are mostly in a 5th, 6th density, but at times we go to 4 to talk to your people, your Earthlings. We are here at a great abundance.
How many? Yeah.
How many?
How many of you are on this planet right now?
I did not hear that. How long we are on this planet?
How many of you?
How many?
I guess, yeah.
Thousands. Most of us are good.
And since 11 million years, have I got that right?
It's been changing ever since then, but yes. Hey, we've been here before most others, so besides, you have our DNA, so what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, just one question. Are you familiar with J. Era Essex?
What about him?
I don't know. He said that a lot of you are planning to go off-world soon. Is that true?
We've been off-world for a while now.
No, you just said that thousands of you are on this planet. So are you like switching planets constantly, or what?
Of course. Well, we change shifts. We come and go. Yes, we are not always here.
Yeah,
At this time, we are here because your space program is getting in our way. We have to make sure that we don't have any humans flying around to Pluto anytime soon. We don't need any humans there. Of course, there are humans there, but we don't need them drifting around like this is, like they're going to different worlds like you go clubbing.
That sounds quite nice, though.
Well, that's what they're doing.
Well, yeah, but not the mass populace, I guess.
Not the mass. It will eventually.
That would be nice, yeah.
Those days are coming, but it takes time to get there.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, the next question we have is from Annabelle. She wants to know, could you ask this question? Recently I saw a Zeta with my third eye one night. I went back to sleep but kept waking up and going back to sleep several times. What was he doing, and was he trying to tell me something?
Letting you know you are one of them, that this one was like a father figure to you at one time in another lifetime. He's had many human lifetimes here. Not so easy, though. Life as a Zeta is easier. But he's telling you that you have the option of becoming a Zeta, again, if you want, but he feels like he'll always be connected to you no matter what lifetime you are in. As for waking up, I do not know what that was about. Thank you.
Okay, Christy, you're next.
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering, what are you? How do you dress? Like I kept seeing you in a long white gown and long hair?
You can say that. I'm not usually telling people of my appearance, but that is fine.
Okay. When you came on, I have my heart chakra filled with heat, and I felt like such a connection with your race.
Yes.
Can you kind of tell me some of the roles that I've had with you, with your race?
You are part of this ancient Earth. When we connected to this planet, we weren't always trying to rule it. We were times where we were here as observers before your Atlantis was even created. You can say it was another version of Earth because it's erased from history at this time. But there were many Earths before this Earth, and you were part of the early Earths, the early humans. This is where you had lifetimes. We were here to assist humanity, and it did not go so well. This is where you had lifetimes. We were here to assist humanity, and it did not. Yes. That is all I have.
Okay, I have some other questions. I was wondering, can you help me to unlock some of those memories that I have within my mind of those times? Is that
Yes.
possible? And recommended?
Work with your heart chakra. Dial it where these things can be released. Through your artwork, they will come through. If you can connect the Annunaki, you will see them in your images. See us in your images, I should say.
Okay, that's like a download that I would be given from you?
Well, you already have it, actually. You just have to connect to it.
Okay, so I'm unlocking that. Do I have hybrid children with your race?
Not at this moment. It's not recommended.
Okay. And what percentage of Annunaki do I have of DNA?
60%.
Okay. Thank you for helping me with everything. I appreciate you and love you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Chris, you're next.
Hi, I forgot what your name was.
March.
Hi, March. I guess I just wanted to say hi, and I wanted to connect with you, and just, do you have any like positive information for me related more to this Earth? Nothing too expanded. I know your collective can get way out there, so I don't need that.
Oh, well then. You had many lifetimes in Agartha. You're aware of this.
Okay.
And you're connecting to that right now. Your fairy lifetimes, your Palladian lifetimes that have nothing to do with Agartha, your mermaid lifetimes, which are actually quite few. But you're assisting Agartha in healing, and at times in astral you visit Agartha on a daily basis. Even during the day you visit there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is all I have. That's another question.
Okay.
Hopefully that wasn't out there.
No, that wasn't out there at all compared to
Yes.
previous anyway, things I don't
Yes.
want to talk about. So
That's fine.
yeah, thank you for connecting. I'll in the astrals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Michelle Y wants to know what connection she has to Ivan.
Oh, some of this cannot be disclosed. There are things within this conduits that has been even kept away from us at this time. You can say for security reasons. Past lives, probably Palladian lifetimes. There are Annunaki. I do not believe this person was Annunaki, but this one was. This conduit was. How is he connect to us? As for mostly Palladian, you are a Palladian, and he was mostly Reptilian and Annunaki. Lifetimes that most people won't take. Also, he was Zeta, and you were Palladian also. Another, yes. This is all. That is all.
Okay, yeah, I have another question. From my understanding, or what I'm aware of, your race controls humanity, the portion of your race controls humanity through finance, and the Illuminati control through science and religion. Could you give us your opinion on the financial state of the Earth, the economy, and if there'll be a collapse?
There's possibility. There's always possibilities. It is in the works at this time. It does not mean it's always in the works. The reason it is there so they can drop the ball and put pressure on all of you to do their bidding, you can say. But that is at least what they want to do. That doesn't mean any of that's possible. They're always planning on imploding the economy. This is nothing new. This is like a daily thing they do. They get up to breakfast, they have their breakfast, and then they try to plan the demise of your economy. This is just how they operate. At least some do, not all. Your Illuminati is part of your banking system, but I understand what you're getting at. I do not see anything at this time, but it is always in the works, but I don't see it happening. But that can always change, but not at this time. And I must be going if there's anything else.
There's a few more questions, but if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Oh no, I can answer a couple more.
Okay, the next question we have is from Fun.
Hi again. Just wanted to know what's your average age? Like how old do you get?
1,000 years old. That's his time.
Okay. And then can you? I don't know. I just wonder. I saw a few channelings from Anu and Marduk and Enlil and these guys. I don't. What do you know anything about them? What are they up to these days?
What do you mean that they're not channeling Annunaki, or what is this you're asking?
I think they had a lot to do with the creation or the changing of our DNA. Isn't that correct?
Who did?
Anu? Marduk?
Some did, yes. Not all. Some.
Alright, whatever.
They are a part of it, yes. They are... We have our words with them. They're alright. I guess.
Thank you.
Okay, do you have time for 2 more questions?
Oh. Yes.
Okay, Mark STS wants to know if there's any messages for him.
think of your life as locked up in some regard. You are locked up from yourself. There is a doorway opening for your life, for your manifestation, your spirituality. Your future is opening up. Your existence is becoming more known to you. Past lives will start coming to you more clearly. And you do have many messages that come to you. That will they are careful on what messages they give you. Your guides, species that you're connected with, they are planning something, but they're not telling me what. That is all.
Okay, and the last question I have is from Kathleen Marsh. She says, I woke up one night a few weeks ago and there were entities all around me. I can't remember what they looked like. All I can remember is one of them saying, well, what should we do with her? Could you please tell me what they were contemplating and what they did?
I do not think it was anything bad. And when they say that, I think they were mostly joking with you. But it is sometimes hard to take that joke. But it is Palladian's Syrian, a star being, many spirits also from your other side. Some of these spirits that were there, and species that were there, are humanoid, but not fully, they do not have a name. Andromedan species, that's who they are. One moment. They are not going into details, but they will be back. And they'll be more clear about their message. But they wanted to let you know that they were there. That is all.
All right, thank you. That's all the questions we have. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Good night. Oh. The Annunaki loves you, even if you don't know that. Blessings all. We are the Yahyel. You could call me Kay. We're here to give you much love, much affection for you to be here. You are our grandparents. That is true. We're here to assist you into your new state, your new way of thinking, higher way of thinking. We are sending you energies always to assist you into finding yourselves. Hasn't it been some time? Yes. We are here to just bless you, assist you with your questions. I will help you in your ascension process and awakening that you much deserve. Is there a question, please? We're happy to help.
Yes, Chris has the first question.
Hi, Yahyel.
Yes.
Hello. I'm your family.
Yes, we felt to come through. We felt like we were needed, so here we are.
Thank you. Can you tell me more specifically my relationship with you? Also, in regards to my DNA, it's kind of messed up, and I'm asking for infusions. And I had a dream last night regarding maybe one being activated. Well, anyway, the dream was really clear and clairvoyant. So, information on this would be helpful, so I can be healthy as a human on this planet. Thank you.
Yes, we understand that you being here has not been an easy. I think I'm hearing myself for a moment. It has not been an easy transition. But it has been. Thank you. When we hear ourselves, sometimes we get trapped in our words. But yes, your visit here on this planet has not been an easy one. The Yahyel, many are going through not exactly the same, but it is troubling for some to feel the love that they think they deserve, and they do deserve. The love here on this planet is not as abundant as it is on our culture, and that missing home does sometimes leave a hole in your heart in some regard, because you do feel us time to time. But as for your infusions, one moment. Your Yahyel is at a high percent. What is it you wanted to know exactly about your infusions, sweetie?
Well, the other day, I was told to me that having Pleiadian infusion would be good for me, and also I had a Lyran infusion, but it wasn't activated. Last night I was shown one was at about 90% and one was at about 69%. Whether or not they're active, I don't know, but they were with me last night, and I don't know who they were, but I know things were happening because I asked for them to happen.
Yes. I believe the Lyrans were there, yes. Moment. To scan. You do have a Palladium, but it's a small percent. 3%. As for your... One moment. Lyran has not been fully activated. It is still being in a process. Too much can cause negative reaction. Especially your Yahyel. Sometimes Lyran does not always sit well with Yahyel. With Lyran. But Lyran is most essential for you.
Yeah, I don't know why I would get Lyran if they told me to get Lyran if that's not good with Yahyel.
Much of Lyran is being. That's why much of it hasn't been activated.
Okay.
Some of it's being extracted at this time. So
Okay.
it's not fully activated.
Well, I don't need it if it's not beneficial to my health.
There is some that is needed, but it is being analyzed at this time.
I see.
Is there another question?
The Pleiadian one, what was that for, and is it activated, or?
It's a small percent at this time. One moment. It is 3%. As for its health benefits, it's more of a spiritual benefit to help you connect to your higher self, your higher being, and help assist with your chakras being aligned. It keeps you balanced at times.
For me in particular, would there be any other good ones, or just to stick with the Pleiadian and the balancing?
Andromeda infusion would be good, but a small percent would be healthy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, yeah, I have a question. My name is Joe. I'd
Yes.
like to know more about my Yahyel hybrid child.
I believe that your child is a boy, as far as I can judging by the study, the energy levels. He's at a teenage year, I believe, studying much, learning about this world. Most of his life, he spends a lot of time understanding this world's history, understanding how man thinks, because it's so different from Yahyel. It is essential to be part of our collective is to understand this planet, to understand its cultures.
Okay, if he's old enough, I'd encourage him to connect with me if that's something he's interested in.
Yes, I believe he will do so.
Okay, yeah, I have one last question. I have another hybrid child. His name's Derek. He's on that twin Earth planet. We call it Kepler or something. It's Thea or something. It's the one with the amphibians. I was told that it's the child is a combination of my DNA, amphibian, and Yahyel. I'd like to know more about their hybrid program and things like that. Any information you could give me?
There's not much more to know than what you already know. It is a quite complicated hybrid program, more than most. We don't always want to join hybrid programs of this complexity, but for us, it seems like it's essential for us to help us ascend, for us to become more, in some ways, like into a more of a hybrid, more of a Arcturian mindset. There is much, the combination of different species assists with more of a, not necessarily high mind, but a more fifth, sixth density mindset. And these hybrid program is assisting us with understanding how to reach a higher density through this hybrid program. But as for the details, I believe you have enough as it is at this time.
Okay, well, thank you very much. The next question we have is from Fun.
Hi there.
Yes.
I understood, is it right that your race will be the first one to come in contact with humans?
It all depends on who you talk about. There's different types of contact.
I mean, like physical.
Yes, but at this time, the Zetas are already taking that place.
Okay. Yeah.
They are working at it more than we are, you could say.
All right.
But in some regard, yes, it hasn't been official. It all depends on how your Earth is in your future time. But yes, at this time, yes, But many would like the Yahyel too, but many other species would much rather move in first. I think you understand that.
Which one? Can you give an example?
Well, yes, it is more your Zeta, how they are making their appearance here and there more than usual in certain areas of your world, and in Reptilian also.
Okay. Do you want to tell us something more about that, or is that not that important?
Well, they have their methods to their madness, as you would say. They are sometimes not going by the rules, but they are making themselves known in certain parts of your world, where they are more common than Yahyel energies are. But of course, we are familiar. Some of us do look gray, but not all. We have evolved from that. We are like the more kinder gray, you could say. Very much so. But at this time, your gray and your reptilian is a heavy part of your society. How many of you heard in your pop culture of your Yahyel? Not often. But your Zeta and your reptilian are pretty popular at this time. In many ways, depending on how you look at it, they already made first contact. We are making the third contact, you could say, or fourth.
I understand. My last question is, do I have any hybrid children?
I believe with the Palladians, yes. You're looking for Yahyel? I do not believe you have any with Yahyel at this time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, Carolina, you're next.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Carolina.
Yes.
So I understand that I have a little bit of Yahyel DNA. Can you tell me the percentage, please?
4%.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
So I have 2 hybrid daughters already, and I've been thinking for a while to have another hybrid child. Can I ask for a hybrid child to be with the Yahyel, please?
Yes, you can. Thank you.
And will that be through Gerthagnia?
Yes, but we also have our own hybrid program also.
Oh, I see.
So either way, they will be able to connect to it. Your Gerthagnia will be able to connect.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. I have another question. Do you have any messages from my guides for me?
Yes, just stay patient is what they say. Funny way of saying that.
Right.
Patience is a virtue. It is not a. It is a honor. It is one of the hardest lessons on this planet. It is being utilized with you at this time. It is being matured at this time.
Brilliant. Thank you. I forgot to ask you about. I've been infused with the Fandorian DNA. Could you give me an update on how that's going?
It feels like it's in process at this time.
Okay.
It feels like it's at half percent at this time.
Oh, brilliant.
Halfway done, I should say.
Okay. I get patience. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next question is from MT Phillips. She wants to know if there's any messages from her guides and what she does in astral.
In astral, do many creative things with the arts, creating architecture, drawings, inventing with your mind, building many things. And much gardening also. I know that sounds... But yes, you are doing much gardening also on different planets. So it's different. You're a very busy person. Say when you go into astral, you go visit the trees on other worlds. Say, how are they doing? How are they? As for messages, I do not hear any at this time. That was the message, I believe. Thank you.
Okay, Christy, you're next.
Yes, I was wondering if I had a parallel life on your planet at this time.
Yes, you do. Yes.
Can you tell me if I'm doing like scientific geneticist work and like on the plants and everything? Is that correct?
You have 3 lifetimes going on at once on our planet. Different versions of our planet. There is one life that does do that, but there's other lives with the arts mostly at this time. But there is a genetic lifetime, yes, but the other 2 lifetimes is with the arts.
With the arts.
Music and paintings.
Well, that helps me with what I'm doing here.
Yes, but also politics, but not the version that's on their planet. A positive politics. More like a group community. I believe you understand where I'm going with that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, so have I created a hybrid child with the Yahyel?
Oh yes, you have several.
Several? And then I've given my DNA and everything as well?
That was a long time ago, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. How much more? I can only have so much energy for so much more.
Okay, we can do the 3 questions left in the room if that's okay with you.
Yes, that'd be good.
Okay, the next question we have is from Kathleen. She says, I know that my... Oh, you want to speak? Okay.
Sure, I know that my purpose in life, in this lifetime, is to open up the hearts of those that are still asleep. And so what I was wondering is, what can I do to strengthen that ability?
One moment. Use the art of prayer within them. Use the angels, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, to assist you. So when you're helping those, ask for assistance from the angels. They will they will continue your work. That's why you're assisting others. They will, where you cannot be there physically with these people, the angels will work with you as you send energies to others. You will still doing the work, but you'll be at your current location. But you'll be all constantly sending prayers to others to assist. And this will strengthen your ability also.
Very good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next is Jason.
Hello, Yahyel.
Yes.
Much love to you. Can you speak about my hybrid child? I think I have 1 Yahyel. I have 3 Zeta and 1 Yahyel, possibly. I mean, I believe that's a time issue thing. Can you speak on any Yahyel hybrid children I have?
Well, actually, you have 2 hybrid children. One male, 1 female.
And how old are they?
In their teenage years at this time, I believe.
Okay, thank you very much. I have one other question. What about how much Yahyel DNA do I have? Can you speak to my connection to the Yahyel, I guess, aside from hybrid children?
Yes, 20%. Which is high, but yes, 20%.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I know you're getting low on energy. I'll let someone else ask a question. Much love.
That's fine.
All right, the last question we have is from Chris.
Okay, thank you again. I'm allergic to like everything environmental, and most foods, GMOs are out of the question. Is there anything non-medical that you guys or something can do to intervene with this so that I can like live not in a bubble?
Yes, we will send you assistance, but we will also work with the Palladians to assist you on this, because they are in many ways more familiar with this world in that regard, in that area of expertise. But we will assist you into helping you heal in these areas where you can better adapt to this planet. Much of your Yahyel is not adapting well to this world at this time, and that is what's causing much of this.
Yes, I'm very aware of that. So
Yes.
if the Pleiadians can help, that'd be lovely.
Yes.
And well, I was gonna ask for messages, just any Yahyel guides, and also if I may have a hybrid with my last ex-boyfriend that was Yahyel as well.
There is one Yahyel, yes. Hybrid child, yes.
Is it from him?
I believe so, yes. A male, I believe.
Is he with you guys on ship or?
Yes.
Okay.
More on planet, but yes. Still with us.
Does he have a name?
It is whatever name you wish for him to have.
And should I have messages, any messages of positivity so I'm, you know, feel at home on Earth and like connected here and healthy here and just like it here? Like humans?
Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand.
Thanks for plopping me here.
Well, you believe that, obviously, one moment, if you can mute your radio, that'll be okay, so I cannot, it interferes with our concentration. My apologies. But, one moment. Obviously, you say you have problems eating here, but we understand that we are sending energies to help assist you with this. But over time, we believe that your food consumption will improve. Yes, many of your Yahyel lifetimes, you've had many. And this is intervening in this world because this world is the opposite of a Yahyel lifetime. We're working with you to clear this out. We recommend you listening to music of positivity. I'm going to do this, but music of harp music, classical type music that might feel just harmonize you a little bit more so you can feel more, so you can help relax, quiet time away from others. I believe you have this already, but music that's instrumental, whatever that instrumental music we recommend. It does not have to be classical, but instrumental music of some kind that will help you calm down. Meditative music might be of assistance. Something around those lines might be of a wise decision to try. Hopefully this is something that resonates with you.
I love that stuff. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That is all I have. That's the only energy I have left. Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Blessings, thank you.
Blessings.
Greetings.
Welcome back.
So how do you feel?
Great session.
Tired. Yeah, I feel good. Worn out. Only because it's been a long day. So that's it. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, Ivan.
Blessings. Yep. It'll be, I haven't announced it. Yeah, it's going to be on Super Bowl Sunday is the next one. Excuse me. Thank you. Super Bowl Sunday will be the next one. Same time, maybe 3 hours. We'll see how I feel. So, blessings all, and good night.